Hey guys, welcome back. So guys, we are continuing our Laravel 9 e-commerce series. And now guys, in previous video, we have seen that how to add a color to a product. Okay. So while creating a product, we are adding the color and we have successfully inserted it. Okay. And now guys, let's edit and update this colors. So when you go to your products and edit and update the record guys. So let's get back at edit page here and we will add another tab called product colors and there same will be listing out as the create form. Okay, so let's move to editor. So now guys, let's move to web.php and go to your product edit to that edit page. So let's move to the product controller at edit function. Here is our edit function. And from here, we have to go to our edit blade file. Done. So now guys, let's create a tab. Let me minimize this. Here you see, let's copy this and paste here and tell product colors and ID, make it to colors, copy and bootstrap target also you have to make it to colors. All set. And if you require, you can remove this, we don't need it. So just remove that. Once you have set your ID and target, then you have to copy your tab pane here and set that color tab, not this one, the target ID. So you have to paste here. Done guys. And if you require, you can keep or else remove this, not required. All set. So here the design will be copying from the create blade. So we'll go and we will copy the whole design, copy and paste. So if you don't know why I'm copying, you have to watch out the previous video guys about setting the colors, link given in the description. And now we have got the variables of colors and listed out over here. Okay, so yep guys, let's get back to our controller at edit function and here we will take only the not inserted colors. Okay, so I mean to tell, while you are creating the product, right? So when you created, you have inserted the colors, so we will exclude that color inserted one and we will fetch only which is not inserted. Okay, so let's get back. Here is our product variable which we have find and with the relationship we'll be getting our product colors. So let's use the relationship called product colors and let's get all the color ID. So let's use pluck function and make this to two array function and what you're going to get from that is your color underscore ID. Okay, so what is this product color? Let me show you this function inside the product model. So you need to go to your product model and here is the function guys. Okay, so let's copy this function name and you have to paste here. And now you get all the product colors here. So let's tell product underscore colors. Then let's get all the colors also. Color model where let's use not in. Okay, whatever it's not there, that only we will get function. And here let's mention that from the colors table I have these many records. Okay, I have this much record and which is not there, that only you'll be fetching it. As simple guys. Now let's pass that. Here you pass your colors and get back to your edit blade and here is your colors. So we are looping and getting the color ID. This is your colors table ID, not product colors. Okay, very clear. And that's it guys. So now let's see the output for this on our edit. So here we refresh. Okay, we have faced an error like to array does not, oops, we have given a wrong spelling. RRAY array. Get back, refresh. Perfect. So we have got our product colors guys. So here you see only three colors are displayed for this product edit. Let me show you the total number of colors. So total we have over here 5 colors, but it's displaying 3. Why? Because we have already added the colors to this products. So let's display the product colors also below, and we will be updating its quantity and deleting that product color. Yep, let's get back to the edit blade. So let me just define here the like add product color, this will be, and just move below margin bottom 3. Here start with another div with table responsive class, table responsive. Here you start with the table design, table bordered, as simple table head, table row, table heading, ID, and the color name. We don't require ID, just remove that, and your quantity, and one will be for the delete. Done guys, and now let's begin with the table body, and I just want to add here table small, table sm, table row, table data, color name like red, and let's use input group. So input hyphen group, margin bottom 3 of fixed width. So let's tell width colon 150 pixel, and then guys you begin with your input form design. So input the value, then let's use the bootstrap class form control small, form control sm. And now guys we need an update button. Let's use a button where button name will be update, and here give a class button primary, button small, and text white. All set, and then give this button type as button, and you have a value inside this button also, so which will be fetching the color ID. All set, and then guys one small td tag for again a button. So let's copy this button itself and paste here and make this to delete, and this button design will be danger, and here again the value comes. So now guys let's use the for each loop and loop the stored colors. So let's use for each, where we are going to use the product variable. Let's get back to a product controller. Here you have got the product, right? So we'll be using the relationship and getting its stored each product colors. Okay, so let's tell product where it has your product colors, has many product colors. Okay, so this is your relationship which we have defined over here. Done, and this is your like prod color. Copy this, and then you have to put in input tag curly brace of quantity. Okay, let's copy this, and here you paste your color ID, color underscore ID. So why this color ID? Because we have stored the color ID right here, color ID and quantity. So we have this color ID now and quantity now, and then we require this product ID, primary key ID, I mean this ID. Okay, so let's get back. Let me zoom it. Yep guys, and here you paste the prod colors of your product primary ID, prod color ID. So same you have to paste for your delete button also, just paste there. And now guys let's check the output. So and now let's end this for each correctly. Close the for each. All set guys. Now let's check the output. Refresh. Get to your product colors. So here you see that your color name, okay, we have printed the ID. We need to print the name also, and this is the quantity guys over here for updating. We'll be using jQuery Ajax to update the quantity of each product color. Okay, let's get back and fetch the color name over here. Okay, let's take something like this, and you need to create a relationship in your product color model. Let's go to our product colors here, and we have a product model. Let's copy this and go to that product model and create a relationship with the function name color. Okay, return $this belongs to relationship where you'll be telling your color model colon colon class where your color ID. So let's paste here color ID and the product color primary key ID. That's it. So now you can access your color. Let me close this and get back to your edit blade file. So now here you paste your foreign key name and name. That's it. So now you see your output. Refresh. Get back to your product colors and you see red and blue color. Perfect. So guys, what in case if someone deletes it? So let me just validate that. I mean, let's give a condition. So let's copy this product color of color and use a if condition. So and now you end if. Okay. So if it is available, it will show, else it will not show. If you require, you can add a else also, like no color found. That's it. Save it. This is for safety purpose, guys. Now let's begin with the updating this quantity first. Whatever these quantities are there for each colors, let's update this first. Okay. So yep. Now first step we'll begin with update one. Here you tell update product color. So we have created a class name as update product color. Let me tell us it is a button. So same goes with your delete also. So let me just create that class name and keep. That's it. And now we need to, when you click on this update button, you need to get your product quantity. So let's tell product color quantity. Okay. And when you click this, we should get the closest record. What is your closest record means? Like when I click this update, we have to get this record, not this one. Okay. So for that reason, we have to create a class inside your tr tag. Like this is our product color tr. Okay, table row. So we can keep a shortcut class name. That's it. So now guys, let's copy this and get below to the end of the form end section. And here let's extend the section guys with the name scripts and end the section. That's it. So make sure you have already yield this script section. Let me just show you. Let's go at the top here inside the layouts admin. Here I have already linked it. Okay, yield it. So this is your code. Let's copy this, close your file and get back to your edit blade and paste here. So now it's linked. That's it. And now let's begin with the script tag jQdoc where we'll document ready. And now let's use a jQ on event. So this will be a document and the event is click. So when I click and on what click, that is your class which we have to use dot and the button name. So my button name is update product color button. This is my button. And now get the value. So what value you will be getting? The button value, that is your product color ID. So in this button we have stored the product colors ID. So first we will get that variable prod color ID dollar this dot val function. So you will get your product ID. Let me just alert and show you alert function. Now you can get back once refresh, guys. So let's get back, and if I click on this update, we will be getting the product ID. I mean product color ID. Let's click here. You have got ID number 1. Here you click, you get ID number 2. So which is your primary ID, product color ID. Perfect. So now let's begin with getting the product ID and the quantity also. So we have directly the product ID. So let's copy from the form tag itself and get back to the below where product ID is equal to double quotes, and inside this just open double curly brace and paste that. That's it. You get your product ID and your product color ID, and now you need to get your quantity. So let's tell qty is equal to, so for this quantity we have to get the closest of its quantity. So when I click this update button, I have to get this quantity. When I click on this button, I have to get this quantity. Okay, so for that, guys, you need to use $this dot closest function. The closest value will be getting from our table row. So product color row, copy this and get below and just paste in the closest function. And it's a class, guys, so you need to add a dot. Let's use find function to find your input. So our input name is the product quantity here. So product color quantity, copy that input field name. It's used in a class, so use a dot. And it's an input field, use a val function to get a value from that. And now you need to use a Ajax to update it. So before that, we will be checking that this quantity has any input or not. So like quantity is lesser or equal to 0, then return false. And before this, let's send an alert message like quantity is required, and if quantity is found, then it will ignore that. Let me comment this, and here we create one variable called data. I will tell you where we'll be using this data variable. Let's get this product ID colon your product ID variable, and your variable product color ID, and finally quantity qty colon the variable qty. All set. So let's use Ajax, jq Ajax, where now you are going to use a post method and set up the URL admin / your product color with ID. Let's send the ID also, guys. What I'm going to set, it's a product color, right? So let's send the product color ID only. So copy this and you send that product color ID, and we don't require here. So once you're sending this ID, why should include? Okay, and copy this and just send here. Data, not require the data type. So once it saves, send the alert response dot message. So this message will be coming from your controller. And now, guys, if you are sending an Ajax request in Laravel, you have to send the Csrf token. So for that, guys, let's go to the laravel.com and move on docs, documentation, and you search for Ajax Csrf token. Ajax here X Csrf. Okay. So you move below and you find that. Let's copy and paste before the button click. Okay, this is my button click, and outside I'm pasting that. So what does this header does, guys? So it search for your Csrf token in the meta tag. So let me show you where this will be. So if you have not included, please include that. If you go to your wherever your setup is there, so here it is in the meta tag Csrf token. Let's close and get back to your Ajax code. And now, guys, let's copy this path. I mean, let's create a route in a web.php. So you need to go to your product controller, and in that only let's create the route using post method. Why? Because you are sending in a post method. So this will be a product color ID. All done. And now what we are doing actually here, we are updating the product color quantity. Okay, so you are updating this product color quantity. Update product color quantity QTY. Let's keep shortcut and let's go to the product controller and create a simple function. Let's move below guys and just create a function product color quantity. And now guys, let's get all the request dollar request, and then you get your product color ID. Let me just copy that product color ID, you copy and paste here. So now you need to search for the product ID first, and then we will validate whether that product belongs to that color, and then we will update the record. So let's create a variable called product color data is equal to your product model find or fail function, where we'll be checking the product ID. So dollar request. So what is the input name? So you need to go back to your blade, and here is the product ID. Copy this product ID. So now guys, let's use the relationship of product colors, and then we will be updating it. Use the product colors relationship where product has many colors. So if you want, you can just copy from here product colors, paste here product colors, and use a where condition to find the ID of that from that table, product colors table. So we have the product color ID also. Let's copy this and send here. So we got the ID guys, and now we will get the first record of it, FIRST first. That's it, all set. And now you got the product colors data. From here, use the update function with array. You get the quantity column. We are just updating the quantity, right? So let me tell this quantity QUANTITY of your dollar request of quantity QTY. So why this QTY is because we have passed here. So let's copy this and get that. That's it guys. So it will be updated, and once it's updated, we need to send the message. So let's return and a response in JSON, and you can remove this, we don't require. And here let's pass in an array where message of product color quantity updated. That's it guys. So you'll be copying this message. Okay, so here double return, let me remove that. You'll be copying this message and get back to your edit blade, and you get the response here. That's it. So now guys, let's test this. Get back and you refresh the page once, and now you see that quantity 6, right? So I'm not going to give any quantity now. So let's click update, quantity is required. And now I will give quantity 2. Let's update that, and you will find the message. Okay, we didn't find anything. Let me inspect and see what is the error. Let's go to the network area guys. So now let's send the update function. Here you see it's telling 404. Okay, so we find this error. Let's go to headers. Here first we'll see the URL. Okay, admin product colors /1. It is going correctly. Let us check whether it's correct or not. So you move to the web dot, and here, oops, we have added this admin. So it's a prefix guys. We have already added at the top. Okay, so we have already added, so we don't require that. So because of that, it was not able to find that Ajax URL. So now let's update once again. Once refresh guys. Okay, let's go to the product colors and let me clear all the layout, and now I'm going to change it to 2 quantity update, and you see product color quantity updated successfully. Okay, and here there were 200 response. Let's preview. Here you got the product message. Perfect. So now let's check in our database. Once refresh, guys. So you see that quantity 2, and from here let me make it to 3. Let's update. You get perfect. So we see that the quantity got updated. And now let's work on for the delete part. Done. So you get back to the edit blade. Same concept, guys. Everything goes same. So on this delete, we have to just select that the product color ID and delete that specific record. So now you need to copy this button name, get back below to the Ajax code. Same, let me just copy that code, guys. I'm going to copy this and this task, and the tag. Let's Control X and paste here. So now delete, you clicked, and you need to get that product color ID. Let me just copy from top. So I don't want to waste time. Paste here, create a variable. This is equal to dollar function this. Okay, and now let's use a jQuery Ajax to delete the record. Why we are creating this, I will just tell you. Okay, so let's use a get method, guys, to delete it. And you set up your route. So /admin, then your product color. So product hyphen color / and let's get that product color ID. So you got the product color ID, and let me concatenate again the URL / and then delete. Okay, perfect. So let's remove this data we don't require, and data type also not required. Once you delete the record, I want to delete this row also. Okay, without the page reload, I want to remove this quantity when I delete that. So for that case, guys, I'm using this dot the closest. So let me copy from above. Let's copy this. The closest, use a remove function. That's it. So guys, you see that this is reading as something else. So what we will do, we'll rename this as this click. So you just replace the variable this click and this click closest, remove that row. Perfect. So now guys, let's, before running the Ajax record, let me just remove that and test it. Comment this, and now refresh, guys, once. So when you click that, it should remove that row. So without deleting, we are removing just. Okay, so I'll delete the second row. Delete, you see that that complete row has been removed. So let's refresh, and now you can uncomment this code, paste here. All set, guys. So testing has been done for this. Now you need to copy this URL and create a route to delete it. So we are using a get method, guys, to delete this record product color. Paste here. We don't require the admin, just remove that product, and you require the ID. Open curly brace, close curly brace, and delete. So you go to delete product color. So now you copy this, create a function inside your product controller, the function name as delete product color, and you don't have any request, so just get the ID, product color ID, prod color underscore ID. You have the data, and now let's delete the product color. Prod color is equal to your model directly we are going to use, no relationship, product color : find or fail function. And now you copy your product color ID and send it. Now you need to delete the delete function. You deleted the record, and we are using Ajax, so let's send this again, the message same, product color deleted. And now let's copy this message variable and go back to your edit blade, show an alert message. So we need a response dot message. Okay, so this will be a response dot message. All set. And now guys, let's test it. Let's get back once completely refresh guys. So if your code is not working, please use Ctrl Shift R. Let's go to product colors. So I'm going to delete this second row guys. Okay, let's click on delete. Okay, it's not deleted. Why? Let us inspect and see what is the error. Let's go to networks. Let me check the database guys once. Okay, it's not deleted. So now guys, let's click on delete. So you see the 500 error. Let's click here. The class app product color not found. So you need to import this class guys. Where is the product color? You need to import class imported. Let me just show you. Here it is. Now it's imported. Now you can go on with deleting it. Okay, so I'm going to delete the second row. Click delete. So you see product color deleted and the row has been vanished. And let's check in our database. Here you see the product is deleted. Okay, product color. Cool. So now guys, let's once insert another record while updating the product. Okay, so when you check with this green and yellow, now I'm going to give a quantity 2 and quantity 3 for yellow. And now once you click on update, it should insert the record. So as we did same for the storing part, so we'll do the same thing for updating part also. So guys, first step, let's go to our store function. So at the store function, we use the code. Let's copy the same code guys and get back to the update function. Update function, let me minimize this code. This for image and this will be for the colors. Okay, so how are you getting this? At update function, let's go to edit blade first. Let's move top. And here you see guys, we have looped it, right? We have looped it, and here you see the input. These inputs are nothing but this. Okay, this checkbox and the input quantity. So you get this colors input and your colors quantity. We are taking this and looping that and updating the color quantity with the key of color ID. So if you don't understand how this is working, you have to watch out the previous video where we have added the colors. So we need to just create here color. We are not updating it. So we are updating at this place and creating at this place. Okay. So now let me update the record. Update. Perfect. So product updated successfully. Let's get back to the mains. And you see that more two colors has been added. Let's go to product. You see that green and yellow is added and it's removed from here. That green and yellow is removed. Perfect. So guys, we have successfully completed with our color edit, update, and again add that while updating your product. So guys, let's see next video about the size or any other information video. So thank you for watching this video guys. Please subscribe, like and share.